Welcome to the August edition of Japan Headlines with my spot-on analysis. Anyway, first item up, JPY just didn't have the run-up north of 20 yen or even higher this past summer. Probably combination of more renewable that's been coming on the system, and then a couple of the nukes are back. Hey, if we get even more nukes, could even be lower. That leads into the next couple items. The next item being utilities, the first quarter. Now their fiscal year starts April, so April, May, June. They made records amount of money, given that a year ago they lost records amount of money. Combination of spot prices being lower, LNG being a lot lower, and more importantly, they all got rate increases. How fortunate for the poor customers. And then the third item, also related, now that you can actually make money in retail, and where the bloodbath of several hundred retailers that left the market the last 2 years is over, we're getting renewed interest by international players into coming into the Japanese market. And the conditions are much better. You can do hedging, fixed prices, the price plans you can do everywhere else in the world, you can now do in Japan. So those are three related items. Moving into the fourth, Toshiba, a major energy market player in Japan who's had a run of bad luck over the last several years, is being acquired by a private equity firm who also plans to take it private, and supposedly they're going to fix it, whereas the management team has been unable to. We will see. Kyushu is again applying and probably going to get permission to change their tariff structure from what it currently is, which is a tiered price per kilowatt hour based on load for the business customers, primarily, especially the industrials, to moving into all of it's 100% spot market based. That'll make the customers thrilled, no doubt. Which also opens the door for those that will offer fixed prices and other more budget-friendly programs for the customers. Next item, METI has been working on a new balancing market because it's always been one of the, I'll call it dilemmas of sorts. If you're coming in and you're trading spot and physical and so forth, European markets, for example, have a well-known and well-oiled process for imbalance in a balancing market, so it's not a big deal. Where it is in Japan, it's kind of one of the little minor headaches is what do you do about imbalance, because you can't just take it to that market. So they're finally going to fix that. It'll be a while, but it is on the drawing board. So the Diet approved a pile of money, shock, for the GX lead to become net zero. METI's finally announced where the round 3 offshore bids are going to be. There's going to be a total of 1 gigawatt of bids, probably come on in 2032 or 3 or something in that range. So Chikoku is one of the 4 utilities who got hammered for collusion and fined a pile of money. So their new board and CEO and the shareholders were screaming. They're actually going after 3 of the former executives and suing them about it, which I think is a good idea. Last but not least, in other markets like US, Europe, it's very common for end-use customers, especially commercial industrial, to use a broker to help them buy power, negotiate PPAs, what have you. So an American-style company like that, Enerbuyer, has launched in Japan. So you can look them up on enerbuyer.co.jp or whatever it is. Anyway, that's it for this month. Thanks for watching as usual. Take care.